Hi, first graders. Happy Monday. Today, we're going to be doing some math together with double flap cards. So if you think back, you made double flap cards before, but today we're going to make them again. And I really like double flap cards. Double flap cards feel almost like a magic trick to me. But really, it's addition and subtraction working together. And so I'm going to show you a double flap card that I made. And at the end, you're going to make your own double flap card. So here we go. Now, the back of my double flap card says the number 13. So I want you to take a moment and think, what two numbers could I have hidden under my flaps to make the number 13? There's a lot of different choices. So think about one or two or three different ways that I could make the number 13. Maybe you're thinking about 10 plus 3. Maybe you're thinking about 9 plus 4. All right, are you ready? I'm going to show you one flap. Think about what might be hidden under the other flap if there is, ready, 6 dots under the first flap. So if we know the whole is 13 and one part is 6, what is hiding under the other flap? What is the missing part? Have you figured it out? Maybe you're putting 6 in your brain and you're counting on until you get to 13. Let's try that. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I just counted up 7. Is 7 the other flap? Let's see. The other part is 7. So I'm not done with my double flap. This is just getting started. I'm going to think about that equation. The first number, the first part that we saw was the number 6. Then we solved for that missing part. 6 plus 7 is the same as 13. Now, here's where double flaps become kind of fun. We're going to take our double flap card, or I'm going to take my double flap card, and I'm going to turn it upside down. Now, let's see what that first number is. Now my first number is the number 7. 7 plus what is the same as 13? What's my other hidden part? Did it change? No, it's 6. So 7 plus 6 is the same as 13. We're creating a fact family. And remember, only these 3 numbers are going to be in this family. Now we're going to think about subtraction. So with subtraction, we always start with the whole. What do we always start with? The whole. So I'm going to write the number 13 on my board. 13 minus what? Let's take a look. So we started with the whole. I'm flipping it over. 13 minus 6. This is where it feels really magical to me. 13 minus 6 is the same as 7. Remember, those are the only numbers in that family. So I've done my first subtraction problem. Now I'm going to need to turn my double flap upside down for the last subtraction problem. Okay, here I go. Starting with the whole, because it's subtraction, 13 minus, and then I'm going to turn it upside down this time. So 13 minus 7 is the same as what? You should all know. Ready? It's the same as 6. So by using my double flap card, I've created the entire fact family. I've done my 2 addition problems and my 2 subtraction problems. Let's read them together, okay? 6 plus 7 is the same as 13. 7 plus 6 is the same as 13. Subtraction. 13 minus 6 is the same as 7. 13 minus 7 is the same as 6. So now I'm going to show you my second double flap card. And I want you to think if you can write down the equations that are going to be in that fact family. First, though, let me show you my whole. So this double flap card, the whole is 19. What's the whole? 19. Now I'm going to turn it around and I want you to think, what could my 2 parts be? Just like with 13, there's a lot of different options. So think, what could those 2 parts be? Okay, I'm going to show you the first part. Ready? The first part is 10. If I have 10 under the first flap, how many must be under the second flap? If 19 is the whole and 10 is the first part, what could that be? Ready? Ten plus 9 is the same as 19. I'm going to write that equation down and then we're going to think about the second addition problem. So 10 plus 9 is the same as 19. Now I'm going to take my double flap card and I'm going to turn it upside down. Now my next flap, my first part for the second addition equation is going to be 9. So 9 plus what is the same as 19? What is my missing part? Remember, it's a fact family. So only those 3 numbers that we saw before are in this family. So that means 9 plus 10 is the same as 19. So now I have my 2 addition sentences. Time to think about subtraction. Now, what did we say we always start with subtraction? That's right, the whole. So I'm going to write down 19. That's going to be the start of my first subtraction sentence. Now, I'm going to turn it over. 19 minus 10 is the same as what? That's right, 9. 19 minus 10 is the same as 9. So first graders, we have one more subtraction problem to do, and then our fact family is complete. So again, I'm starting with 19, and I'm going to flip my double flap over. That way I know it's going to help me with the last subtraction problem. So 19 minus 9 is the same as 10. Now my fact family is finished. 10 plus 9 is the same as 19. 9 plus 10 is the same as 19. 19 minus 10 is the same as 9. And 19 minus 9 is the same as 10. So those three numbers work together with addition and subtraction to solve 4 different equations. Now it's your turn to create a double flap card. In your packet, you should find a piece of paper that looks like this. Miss Mighell had to write hers, but you should have one that's printed. It has the straight line right here and then the dotted line. The dotted line is where you're going to cut. So you're also going to need some scissors and a pencil. Go find those three things. Okay, I hope you got your supplies. I had to move downstairs because I was so excited about making double flap cards that I accidentally woke Bridget up from her nap. So I've moved to another spot, but I have my double flap card paper from the packet. I have my pair of scissors and I have a pencil. A pencil is really good to use so that your pictures don't show through. So the first thing you're going to do is fold your paper in half. Then you're going to open it back up and you're going to cut on the dotted line. The straight lines here, you don't cut on. You only are going to make one cut up the middle on the dotted line. Now Barney wants to make a double flap card too. All right, here I go. If you don't have kid scissors, then make sure you're getting help from your parents before you use adult scissors. Okay, I've made my flaps. So that means my double flap card is going to go like this. I need to think about my whole. What is the number that my additions parts are going to add up to? So I'm going to think of a number between 10 and 20. That could be 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, or 20. I think I'm going to pick the number 15. And I'm going to write it on the back. I made mine a little bit too far apart, but that's okay. So I have my whole. Now I need to plan out my parts. I'm going to first think about what addition sentence do I want to add up to 15. So I'm thinking about 6 plus 9. So I'm going to draw my 6 dots. And that will be my first part. Now I need to draw my 9 dots. Make sure you really planned out your parts so that they're accurate. So I might even put 6 in my brain and count on 9 just to make sure that it adds up to 15. So now I need to draw 9. And there, I've created my double flap card. I have my hole on the back, 15. and I have my 2 parts. Now you could go up to a family member and you could ask them to guess your parts. I also think it'd be great if on the back, after you're done, or on a separate piece of paper, you could write your 2 addition sentences and your 2 subtraction sentences. That way you have your whole fact family complete. So when you're done with your double flap, you should send a picture of your double flap card and the 2 parts. And you should also send a picture of your addition and subtraction sentences to your teacher. Your packet has an extra page for you to do this week. It's called double dot cards for 11 and 12. So the first page, you're creating double flap cards that are going to add up to 11. So you need to think, what is the missing part that will make that family add up to 11? And they've done an example here with the 2 addition sentences and the 2 subtraction sentences. And then on the next page, it's the same thing except adding up to the number 12. So you can send a picture of that when you're done too. All right, have a good day.